Alrighty. Set another 10 minutes. I need to hold my book like this. Alright, so let's go over all the skin. So I'm going to just do this one as a real basic one. You can get more detail after you get the basics down. This is very relaxing, just fun to do it the way it. Don't worry about too much, just do simple shading. The more bold shading can get a little nerve-wracking because you could ruin your picture if it gets too dark. Well, with acrylics you can always lighten it, but it's still a little bit more nerve-wracking for me. All right, that looks good. So while that's drying, I could dry it, but I'm going to go ahead and work on, I think, the whites of her eyes right now. And get some white acrylic. A lot of times I'll use gesso for the whites, but goodness, it was hard to open. But today I'm going to get out my white paint. Okay, let's find a tiny brush and go in here, put some white down. Doesn't have to be smooth. Lumpy's kind of cool, I think. That's where you get into the, oops, this paint's thick. That's when you get into the painterly style. Let's go ahead and put some on her nose, just to see how this is gonna be. A little bit here. Put a little bit on her eyelid. Again, I might cover some of this up, but it's just kind of a back and forth you do with acrylics. Put a little highlight there, a little highlight here, and on the chin. These highlights are more kind of, not realistic, more of a whimsical. But I'll probably paint over that and make it not so obvious anyway. I think that's all I'm going to do right now. I forgot to paint her ears. Let's go ahead and get those ears painted. Okay, let's see. I'll paint these ears. It's very thin. There's some more layers on it later. All right, pretty girl. So now I'm gonna just throw some color on those lips. That'll just make her look better. Let's do, my paints kind of got messed up when I moved. They're not really the right kind of consistency that I want. I think I need to buy a bunch more, which is not good because I have tons. No, that one looks okay. All right, let's paint these lips. Get some color on there. It's gonna make her look a lot better. Okay. The top lip's always darker than the bottom. I need a smaller brush. Yeah. Let's use the baby brush. I just started doing these tutorials and it's not easy. Not moving your paper around and stuff. Looks a little lopsided, but that's okay. our features aren't perfect, so if they don't look perfect, it's really okay. As long as it's not too far off. Okay. She's so cute. I added a little bit of brown to the red. I do like a little shadow under here. That's a little tiny bit darker. And then I'm gonna lighten it up. Get some, let me see what I'm doing over here. Get this red and put a tad of white in it. That's pretty. We'll make it the bottom look that color. I like juicy lips. She's got some juicy lips. There you go, girl. I'm gonna put a little bit of this pink in her eye while we have it on the brush. Okay. All right. Add a little bit of darker in the middle here. Pretty. Okay. Now, I'm thinking I can go ahead and add some color to her eyes. I got a bunch of greens out. I think I like green eyes for some reason, maybe because I have green eyes. I'll paint it all in with the light green first. This is just straight out of the bottle. I usually just do the glazing for the skin, but I use it other times too, just whenever I feel the need to layer in that way. And what's going to really make her pop too is at the end I'll put some lines in around the features. Right now it's just all kind of boring and doesn't pop much. I'll probably put some blush on her too in a second. All right, there's that green. Let's see. Oops. I'll go to this green for the top where it's shadows. At the top of the iris, because the eyelid shadows it right there. Sometimes I'll do the whole color across. I'll go back and put the pupil in. I don't know if this is going to look good or not this time. I can cover it up if I need to. This is where acrylic comes in. It's just, a lot of it's playing, seeing how things look. It's more intuitive. All right, let's see. I'm gonna mix those two together on my palette here to make kind of an in-between color to come down on the sides. Okay. Then, even a darker green. I think I'm gonna add some black to the top there. It's not quite dark enough for what I wanted, so I'm getting my black out. Got a tiny bit of black here on my brush. Black goes a long way. It also gets your water all dirty. All right, let's put this darker color at the top. I'll put the pupil back in a minute. I can put this around the edge too. Remember, I said there's an ugly stage. Don't judge yet. Oh, 10 minutes is up. Hold on a sec.